business data analytics for accountants. Ladies and gentlemen, as an accountant, if you want to flourish in this industry, we have to work so hard to master these data analytics tools. We must be good in advanced Excel. We must be good in Power BI. We must be good in R. And if possible, we shall also endeavor to work things out using Python. You know, Python is very good for any automated or automated repetitive tasks. Any repetitive task, like you're telling your Excel that this is the income statement format for last year, would want to replicate it next year. Such kind of repetitions, any repetitive tasks, you can automate them using Python. But today, we are simply looking at simple things here. How do we master these data analytics using lookup functions? Because, I mean, that is a basic thing that you always get at your workplace, people telling you, look for this thing, paste in this sheet, etc. And today, I want to introduce the famous XLOOKUP. I would want to introduce the famous XLOOKUP. And remember today, just like every other day, students who are very observant, students who are very keen, they shall get a very, very good present. Like in the morning, I gave a present of Kenya shillings 1,000. Yeah, it wasn't morning or yesterday, I can't remember very well. So even this evening, somebody should be able to get something great, especially if you are a very good listener. But looking at things today, let me see the names that are here. These are great people. They're able to get that present. So please allow me as a quick recap. Of course, I know the students that I'm teaching at RCM. Already, you guys are so much conversant about these lookup functions. But in the interest of everybody, I would want us to just remind ourselves, something very, very small here. Something very, very small that each accountant really needs to know. So we have got very, very many lookup functions. So today I would want to teach you the superior function, which comes to replace VLOOKUP. It comes to replace HLOOKUP. It comes to replace, in this case here, index and match. I mean, this is the superior of them all. But just before I show you that function, you guys will have to allow Mwalimu here to just look at something small known as who? The VLOOKUP. So how do we look up things vertically? Like now here, just a quick reminder of what we did in our last class. If, for example, you are given here these teams that are arranged in vertical form, in column form, and then we have, ladies and gentlemen, a situation where somebody wants us to just look up for one item known as Lazio out of this. So somebody will be able to tell me, Mwalimu, why should I look for Lazio using a formula, and yet I can see Lazio here very fast? True, you can see it very fast. But you see, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you are able to see it very fast because these are very few items. What if in this case here, these items here were to be like 1,000? You will not get that Lazio very fast. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what if, for example, I use control find to look for it? Of course, you will find it if you use control find, but at the end of the day, you will not have solved any problem, because at the end of the day, we would want to automate this functionality. So then allow Mwalimu to move with speed here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I'm reminding ourselves about. If it's vertical lookup, I will come here and I say equals. I must always start with equals for any function. So I'll come and say VLOOKUP. I can see it has already popped up. Whenever it pops up like this, I can see it's popping up in blue. I need to take it right to the cell by either double-clicking on it or say tab. So from there, I can now see the narration. You see, Excel is very, very really, it is, a good tool to work with. So like now here, they have given me big narrations. They want me to come and pick the lookup value. So the lookup value, what do we have? It is Lazio. So if you remember very well, this Lazio, H is an outer column. It is a reference column. And if it's a reference column, my friends, then H has to be done what here? H has to be anchored. It must be referenced. H alone, because it's an outer, it's a column of reference. Because inside here, when I move, I'll be saying Lazio country, Lazio Champions League, Lazio, did you play any game? Lazio, how many points? So this should be a point of reference. So then if it's a point of reference, this is what I will do. I'll come and say shift 4 to introduce that dollar, Ladies and gentlemen, once I do like that, then I should be able to come and continue with the journey by saying, in this case here, comma. After lookup value, I can see next, they're telling me to give them the table array. So table array, what do we have? Table array, remember we said we are going to, in this case here, highlight the entire table that we are looking up for, this information. So we shall come here and say Control Shift, right arrow, down arrow. After we do that, we know that all arrays are normally fully referenced. All arrays are normally fully referenced. Is there any ninja here who can remind us how we get to, in this case here, do a full reference? Do we have any ninja who remembers how we normally do a full reference? Do we have a good ninja? Remember, it's a day for gifts. Do we have a ninja who knows how do we do full reference? Full reference ninjas. Full reference ninjas. I have Excel ninjas around, and they're telling me, Mwalimu, yes, to do this full reference, use F4. In some laptops like mine, you will have to say function F4. When you say function F4, you can see now these dollars all over. Those are the full references we're talking about. And then come and say comma. When you say comma, we have the column index. So the column index, I would want to return country here. I would want to return country, Champions League, games played, and points earned. And remember how Excel counts these indices. The very first column here is team, which is column 1. All these other columns, like now country will be column 2, this will be column number 3, this will be column number 4, this will be column number 5. And I would want, in this case here, to put those indices in one stuff. I would want to put them in one bracket. I would want to put them in one basket. Is there somebody who is able to remember which bracket should I pick to be able to put 2, 3, 4, and 5 together? Which bracket should I pick to be able to put those together? Which bracket should I pick? Which bracket should I pick? There are various types of brackets there. For example, I can see the normal bracket. I can see the box bracket. Which bracket? Very good. I should use the curly bracket. So curly bracket, OP, and then I can see, so I have to say shift, that curly bracket, and then I say column 2, comma, column 3, comma, column 4, comma, column 5. Then I close brackets like that. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I should be able to come and enter. When I enter, I know the problem. Sorry, I was moving very fast. I know the problem here. I cannot close here using the normal bracket. I should be able to close using the curly, and then the journey has not ended yet. Say comma there, and then I can see true or false. I can see exact match, approximate match. Here we are not working with the approximate matches. We're always working with the exact matches. So I shall come and double click on this exact match, such that if whatever I'm trying to look for is not available, then it should give me false return. False return. Tell me this is not available. Don't go approximating. But a student, again, who knows Excel very well, what they will normally do is to come here, instead of writing false there, they know whenever it comes to this approximate and the exact match, I'll come and tell them 0. I don't want any approximations. I want 0 there, and then I should be able to come and close this using the normal bracket, and then I should be able to do what here to enter. So when I enter, I'm able to get information now about Lazio. Lazio is an Italian company. Champions League, no. Champions League, no, you can see here. Italian, no. Then we have 38 and 56. And then, ladies and gentlemen, now I can comfortably get now information about any other team. Like if I just drag this down, like now Borussia, you can see Borussia like that. And then if, for example, somebody comes and asks now for Arsenal, I don't need any other formula. I'll simply come and say, Arsenal, do we have in this case here, Arsenal? I can put them in uppercase or small case, so long as the spelling is right. Because I have Arsenal here, the spelling is right. When I say enter, ladies and gentlemen, I can see now information about Arsenal. So I don't want really to do so much regarding VLOOKUP. I would want to go to my today's concept, which is the XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP is the striking ninja. XLOOKUP has been brought to replace so many functions. It has been brought to replace so many functions. And you're going to really be mesmerized by this functionality. You're going to be very happy. It's called the XLOOKUP. If at your office place you have an accountant who does not know how to use XLOOKUP, please call for their contract letters and give them new contract letters with a smaller amount. If, for example, they're getting 500,000, chop 200,000 and give them 300,000. Because they're not serious accountants, they don't know how to use XLOOKUP. They don't know how to use XLOOKUP. But students from RCM, of course, they shall all of them be knowing how to use XLOOKUP. That is why whenever you're looking for accountants and you hear a student who has been at RCM, give them a job. Give them a job. Here we are really struggling to ensure that everybody is good on matters of course, accounting, but most importantly, technology-wise, they are excellent. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll come back here to the screen, and then I'll be able to come here, and then I'll be able to, ladies and gentlemen, highlight everything here, and then I delete like that. So here we are. XLOOKUP, I love XLOOKUP because it doesn't have a lot of these things of referencing. No, this is a great ninja. I'll come and say equals. So I want XLOOK. I can see it has come up already, and I can now see my narration. So the lookup stuff, the lookup item is Lazio. Lazio. So I don't need to lock anything, but even if you lock again, there's no problem. So come and say comma there. Of course, you can see my things disappearing simply because I've been able to do what here to zoom. Ladies and gentlemen, after that, then they want the lookup array. One thing you're supposed to know with XLOOKUP, if you have your lookup value as Lazio, you identify where is Lazio. Lazio is in these teams. It is here. It is here. So then if it is lookup array, I can only copy this column alone. This column alone. So I can only come here and copy and highlight the column of teams alone as the array. As the array. So I'll say Control Shift, down arrow. I don't have to lock anything. I'll come and say comma. From there, ladies and gentlemen, you can see now they want return arrays. Now I can return as many as I wish. Return array has got no problem. But lookup array shall always be one row or one column. Then we come to return array. So return array, what do we have? It's from country. I want to return all this regarding Lazio. So I'll come and put my cursor here, say Control Shift, right arrow, down arrow, and then, ladies and gentlemen, I should be able to close my brackets like that. When I close my brackets using, there is nothing like curling. Nothing like curling here. When I close my brackets like that, then I should be able to come and say enter. When I say enter, what am I getting here? I'm getting Lazio. It already know 3856 like that. And then I can now copy this thing down. I can come and copy this thing down like this. Live. And I have, ladies and gentlemen, in this case here, like for example, Borussia is Germany. Yes, 3471. So we have Borussia, it's Germany, yes, 34 and 71. I'm so sure you great students, you happen to be having this worksheet with yourselves. Is there somebody who has this worksheet of the teams with themselves there? Do we have anybody with this worksheet of teams? The Borussia, Lazio, and every other? Yes. So is there anybody who is willing to take up a challenge and do that lookup using XLOOKUP that I've just taught you? I know you have not understood really much, but is there somebody who wants, these things is about just trying. Is there anybody who would want to take that dive? Is there anybody who would want to take that dive? Anybody who would want to take that dive and try to show colleagues here that this is, yes, Paul, please go ahead and share your screen. Go ahead and share your screen. We see whether you've mastered that XLOOKUP. These are accountants from RCM College. They are the best. These guys are higher than wherever you get them. If you get anybody who has done Excel with me, RCM, Dr. Joshua Ura signature, hire that ninja. That's a good ninja. Please maximize. Maximize your screen. I don't know why it is very faint. Great. Don't worry, it will come. It will come. Don't force it. Don't force it. Don't force it. Great. 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 So we are going to study today very, very good things, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a student called Paul, who is trying to showcase his knowledge over XLOOKUP. So remember that is lookup value, which is Lazio. You only copy that column of Lazio. All right. You only copy that column of Lazio. All right. From there, ladies and gentlemen, a comma, a lookup array. Now you're looking up for those other data, country, etc. Now that you can copy everything, close it normally, take it down. take it down, enter, take it down now. From Italy, now you should be able to go to that angry rabbit cage. You drag down to wherever you so wish, to wherever you so wish, like that. Thank you so much. I can see there is some delay, but I can see already we have it. So before, in this case here, I say bye-bye to students and then I get to a new concept. Do we have any other student who would be willing to share their screen to show their other colleagues in the globe that RCM College, you're doing very well? At least we have an idea. So it's XLOOKUP. Thank you very much, Jerome. XLOOKUP, you have to type quite fast. Yeah, I can see it there. H4, great. And then you say comma. So you only go for one column in the lookup array. You have to be very bright there. Thank you very much, comma. And then now the return array, it's about the other columns now. It's about the other columns. It's about the other columns. Now you can comfortably, yes. And then now go and pick a team of your choice. And you can also drag it down to get those zeros. And then later on, it's like you're automating, you know. It's like you're automating, you know. All right. And then now you can comfortably come and pick. I know this lady must be a member of Manchester United, right? Or is she looking at Milan? Yes. Now you can see information about Milan. Milan, Italy, yes, 38. Thank you so much. We have Liverpool. I'm so lucky every time I go for an Excel class, I get students who are so good. You know? I get students who are so good. Thank you so much. I find myself in this case here to be really privileged to be having this kind of audiences here. All right. Now, if you allow me, I will be able to go to the next concept. Is there somebody who would want to allow Mwalimu to go to the next concept here? Still VLOOKUP, but a different question. Anybody who is saying, Mwalimu, now, kick this ninja. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Yes. So, yes. I'm recording, Joyce. Thank you very much. Don't worry. Nowadays, I've got a secret way of recording things. Imagine a secret. No one else knows that secret. It's only me. It's a secret. Thank you so much. Now, I'm taking this thing to the next level. This is a serious level. I love this Excel. I don't know what I would be today if it was not for Excel. Excel. Any person who came up with this Excel came to me. This guy was God sent. God sent. Great guy. Now we're moving to the next level where now we are looking at XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP now in practice. Now I'm moving to the next level where now we shall start seeing how we are utilizing these things at the workplace. How are you utilizing these things at the workplace? XLOOKUP in practice. 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 Just a minute, I show you something. We shall overcome. Great. And please remember what I've always been telling you when you go to workplaces like tomorrow, let everybody at your workplace know that you are the Excel guru. You are the Excel guru or the Excel ninja. Excel guru or the Excel ninja. All right. So this is that question that will be able to give you a nice present. This is the question for a nice present now. If you've been very keen, now you'll be able to get a nice present. And the way I'm doing this, first of all, I will do it without giving you the workbook. And then I'll give everybody a fair chance of becoming, in this case here, a winner in my class by sharing this worksheet to you guys at the very same time. You take your time to download, and then you decide whether you're going to share or not, and you get your 1,000 like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to see here, it's quite a very interesting thing. So we have employees, and today I'm the first ninja here. Joshua Aura with some small salary there, but of course now at my age, this one, if you give it to me, it will kill me. It will be international disaster, but this is just an example. An example. So then on the other side, we have a master sheet, which has got bonuses. Bonuses. That the guys are getting bonuses, which are pegged on what year? Of course, their salaries. Maybe they have sold things, their salaries. So salary bonuses. Also selling, but salary bonuses. All right. So the first thing that you are required to do is to transfer this bonus percentage to transfer this bonus percentage to who? Transfer this bonus percentage to who now here? To this other table. To this other table. To this bonus percentage. You take this bonus percentage to this other table. To this other table. So we have here bonus. We have bonus. This is very interesting. If you get somebody who knows this, please ensure that you are giving them a present. But you guys, are you really inviting your friends to join us? Really? Are you inviting your friends to join us? And I can see there are guys who are following Mwalimu here on Facebook. On Facebook. Thank you so much. But you need to do me one favor on that page and ensure that you are making a comment there and ensure that you are, in this case here, sharing that post. That will really go a long way to making Mwalimu here, number one, in the search engines. In the search engines, we have a big dream of making RCM, in this case here, a global college, which is able to train all accountants, ACCAs, etc. And for us to reach there, we can only reach there with your great help, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so sure you are out to help Mwalimu there, big time. I've got no doubt whatsoever, really. I've got no doubt regarding that. All right. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just a minute. So this is what I want us to do. This is what I want us to do. We understand this, we go home. We go home, we get a present and go home. This is what I want us to do, my friends. Somebody has given us this sheet, and they always do like that. Somebody has given us this sheet, and this person is telling us, we have names of employees here, go ahead and look for their bonus percentages. Somebody one time told me, Mwalimu, please go here and just copy the entire column and come and pay. No. But you see now they're not following each other. Like the first guy here in the salary is Joshua Aura. Joshua Aura is guy number 4, number 5. So I have to look for an ingenious way to be able to really put this, but it's very easy. Because the names are organized here in columnar format, in vertical format, I can use VLOOKUP to bring these things here. But VLOOKUP has been overtaken by events. So I'll come and use, in this case here, what we call the XLOOKUP. So I'll come and say equals XLOOKUP, like that. Lookup value is Joshua Aura here, the first employee. Comma, where am I looking up Joshua Aura at? I'm looking for Joshua Aura in the B master role. B master role. Now, ladies and gentlemen, because this return array here is one column, and so where is Joshua Aura? Joshua Aura is in these employees' names. So I can come and highlight the whole column. I'm not afraid here of highlighting the whole column because I know that the lookup array is the same as the return array, or rather is one column. So then I'll be able to come and say comma there. So remember, I'm following this. So lookup array, I've been able to pick it. Now from there, give me the return array. What do I want to return? It is this bonuses. So come and say be there. Comma. Or rather, before I say comma, let me just come and close normally. I close normally, and then I say enter. So when I enter, I'm able to see that this gentleman called Joshua Aura got 24%. 24%. And for sure, if I come here to Joshua Aura, I can see, and I'm looking for Joshua Aura bonus on the left side. VLOOKUP can't do that. So here, to usual order, 24%. Yeah. Then come and continue with the journey. Let us now drop this thing down. So how do we drop it down? Come and put the cat on its cage, the cage of out of it here. And then you drop it down by double click. So then you can see what is happening here. They have been able to give us, ladies and gentlemen, great stuff for each employee. But you see, these NAs, the errors are not available. They are not very, very good for us. I would rather we do something different. I would rather we come here and they say, let me just return back to the formula. If not found, if we don't find somebody's commission, somebody's bonus, instead of us getting not available, let's in this case here put a comma there, and then we say, if not found, give us 0. Give us 0. Let me try this by saying enter. So when I say enter, and I come and drop now this down, given the new rule, you will see what is happening. This looks a bit beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I want the bonus amount itself. Instead of creating another column here that this bonus percentage, no, we don't do like that in practice. What I will do, I'll come here and continue with this formula. So I can see here the formula. So I have the whole of this formula, which gives me that percentage. I would want to come here and say times the salary that this guy is getting, like that. And then I should be able to say enter there. So once I enter, I'm able to see that. And then now I'm able to do what here? I'm able to come and there, hit that column there, and I'm able to get all this. If I don't want this custom, I can simply come and say general for me to continue seeing my zeros like that. I know you have not understood anything. I know you have not understood anything. I know you have not understood anything. But can I share this worksheet so you can have those people of faith taking a step of faith to see whether we can have one person getting a present? Can I share this immediately? Can I share this immediately? Can I share this immediately? I'm telling you, if you get an accountant who knows these things, they are very expensive. They are very expensive. And they are very, very helpful. Very expensive and very helpful. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I share this, this sheet here, you may go and then you get now a ninja who is giving you data that is organized like this. You can see now the employee name, etc. It is organized like this. Now these employees' names are organized in horizontal format. So ideally, I should be able to use the HLOOKUP to get this information. I should be able to get the HLOOKUP to get this information. I should be able to get the HLOOKUP to get this, but I mean, why should I go back to HLOOKUP? And I know it has been superseded here. It has been overtaken by events. So if I'm the one doing this, even if you have gone and given me that table in form of a horizontal format, I will still make use of the XLOOKUP. So before I repeat, allow me to come and say equals. So I want to use XLOOKUP. I want to use XLOOKUP. The lookup value is still Joshua Aura. And then, ladies and gentlemen, here you have to be very careful now. When it is horizontal, you know these values will be going down. Now here there is a problem with what you're locking. This is the only time you get to lock because it's arranged horizontally and you'd want this thing to be going down. So remember, if it's locking, A is a title. A is a title. So I'll come and put here, shift folder. And then I'll come, ladies and gentlemen, here and continue my journey here. So after lookup array, they want me to give them the lookup, they want me to give them the lookup array. So the lookup array, this is what I will do. I will come to employee name. This employee name, I'll say Control Shift, right arrow. I get the array. And then these arrays, if you're arranged horizontally like that, you must always lock them. All arrays will always be fully referenced. If you're writing the notes there, always say that all arrays must be fully referenced. So function F4, say comma. After that, ladies and gentlemen, they want me to give them the return array. So what is the return array? I have to use this like that. I want this bonus to be returned. So I'll come and say Control Shift, right arrow. And all arrays, if they're arranged in horizontal format, all arrays must always be fully referenced. Then I say comma. After that, if not found, we've said use 0. If not found, use 0. And then you need to come and tell us what here, close brackets like that. And then you enter. Ladies and gentlemen, when I enter, I'm able to get this great thing, but what I need to do is to come and change this to a value, come here and say times, I say times, I say times, the salary this guy is getting, I should be able to control and enter there. So I'll get the same figures regardless of the fact that they're trying to confuse me. They try to put these figures in horizontal format. I'll be able to get the same figures like that. They're customized here. I need to come and say general like that. And I'm getting now, ladies and gentlemen, Excel is beautiful. Excel is beautiful. Excel is beautiful. Excel is beautiful. Even those guys who are still looking for people to marry them, or we are looking for a person to marry, don't get a spouse who does not know Excel. Don't look for a spouse who does not know Excel. Don't. So is there anybody who is ready for Mwalimu to repeat before I send this to you? Is there anybody who is ready for Mwalimu to repeat before I send this to you? Anybody who wants Mwalimu to repeat here before I send this to you, to make the game to be fair play? For the game to be fair play, I would want to repeat severally. Yeah, RCM graduates will be highly advantaged. Like this guy called Calvo is asking me about aptitude test. Kwa tuende nayo. Paul anasema, Paul akona moral, anasema mwalimu, you just send tuende nayo. But Paul, for purpose of making things great, allow me to repeat, because I'll be the one to choose what to tell you to do. This is a project I would want to give you. I'll be the one to choose. What to ask you. So then allow me to repeat. Allow me to repeat here. Remember, once, yeah, I'll send the whole table. Paris, okay, I'll tell you when we highlight the whole, like now here, Paris, if you're keen enough, you must have realized that there, of course, the lookup array is always one column. The return array here is about bonus alone, one column. One column, you can now just work with the whole columns. But for example, the question that we're doing about the teams, when now you want to, for example, highlight country, etc. That one you have to just highlight the information given. You can't do those columns. But these are things that come out of experience. These are things that come out of experience. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here I am repeating here. Great. Guys who are not yet up there in terms of seniority in the accounting department, they don't know how Excel is important. Or if you have never attended a serious interview at CFO level, etc., you'll not be able to know how important Excel is. Excel is very important. Very important. And this is what they normally do. Even at senior interview levels, this is what they normally do. They'll come and give you just a small sheet like this, like employee salary. And then they'll come and tell you, now here we have the master like payroll. And then they'll come and ask you to simply get to this master payroll and, ladies and gentlemen, do something great here. You see, like now the first guy there is Joshua Ura. So tell us, Joshua Ura, what is his bonus? What is his bonus? Not for one individual. So first of all, look for one individual alone. So then in that case, if it's about looking for information for an individual, and then I transfer it here, the very best way of doing this as a great accountant ninja is to use XLOOKUP. So come and say equals, then I say XLOOKUP like that. And then the lookup value. So what is the lookup value? I'm looking for a gentleman called Joshua Aura here. If it's XLOOKUP and I'm using a vertical, if it's vertical, you see this vertical that I'm looking for, not looking for the other table. So if it's vertical, I will not care anything at all regarding what here, regarding referencing. I'll not care. So comma. From there now they want me to come and give them the lookup array. So what is the lookup array? Lookup array, I'm looking for this in this range of employees. So because I know the return array is just one column, I don't have to copy, but you can also do this. Just you highlight this employee name alone. But when it's one-on-one, we're working together, I would rather just take the whole column like that, say comma, then they're telling me a return array. It is the bonus that they want me to return one-on-one. So I just pick it from up there. And then of course I'll come and say, if you don't get it, I don't want to see so many errors on the face of my computer. If you don't get this, I would want you to give me 0. If you don't get this, if not found, I would want you to give me 0 there. I would want you to give me 0 there. And then, ladies and gentlemen, come and close bracket, you enter. So you enter, you're able to see that Joshua Aura is getting 24%. We don't want to create, I've seen people who don't understand Excel a lot. These guys will keep a column of percentages. Then no. At times, there are columns which are unnecessary. Like this unnecessary column. What I would want to do is to multiply this amount with this, or rather this percentage with this figure. And how do I do it? I'll simply come to the formula bar. Here. I say times. I say 58,000. And then I come and say end. Once I say end, now I can throw this rabbit down. I throw it down dead. Dead, doof, dead. So I put in this case here, this angry rabbit to its cage here, and then I double click like that. All right. It's coming dashes, and I told it to give me zeros. I know why. It's because of the customization here. So I'll come and say here, general. All right. Then I'm good. So this is getting the bonus when I'm looking for this information, when I'm looking for this information for your revision, when I'm looking for this information vertically. Vertical inanga mambo ya kufunga-funga, vertical ina mambo ya kufunga-funga. Then come here, ladies and gentlemen, and give us this information. In this case here, what if, for example, this information is given to us in the form of horizontal? So in the form of horizontal, what do we do here? In horizontal, nakwambia, huyu mtu anakuonea, mtu akupendi, oye, imagine kuna mtu akupendi, hata mjazaliwa na yeye, aja kuona, amekuita to interview. Within those 30 minutes, this guy is really harassing you. Such fellows will not even go to heaven. Why do you harass a stranger? All right. So in this case here, this guy has given you this information. When it is arranged horizontally, these names are horizontally arranged. But I will not panic. I'm still using XLOOKUP. But now this XLOOKUP, I have to hook it up. I have to lock those things with those dollars. Nice things. I have to lock. So then I'll come here, ladies and gentlemen, and do my lock. So I'll start with equals. I must always start, even if you are not able to see anything else. At least know that in Excel cells, you must always start with equals. You must always start with equals. So XLOOKUP is here. And then I have now the lookup value. The lookup value is Joshua Aura. I'm after Joshua Aura. This time round employee, not Joshua Aura now because of locking. These are an outer, in this case here, like what here, like title column. So I need to come here and say shift 4 to get the dollar, there. Then I'll come and say, comma, ladies and gentlemen. After that, then I will be able to come here and look for the lookup array. So lookup array, that big information given to me by these shenzi people. I call them shenzi because at times they harass people badly. Of course, they're right, but don't harass somebody very badly within 10 minutes of knowing this person. So lookup array, go to master. So remember, I'm looking for Joshua, who is among us to what these employees. And because I only want bonus there, so I will have to take the whole of this, and all arrays must always be fully referenced, comma. From there, ladies and gentlemen, we shall come here and continue on following this. Next thing is return array, which is the bonuses that they want me to return. All arrays have to be, in this case here, effort. From there, comma. If we don't get it, what do we do? Return 0, close bracket. And then I should be able to say enter. So I'm getting this 24. So this 24, I wish I can change it to percentage. I don't want that. What I need is to simply go back there and come and say here, times, come and say here, times. In this case here, the salary. Come and say times the salary. So control enter, like that. And then I should be able to come, ladies and gentlemen, here and double click. I don't want it to be customized. So I want to come here and do what here say general. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe now somebody. The thing is, I'm trying to prove that even if it's horizontally organized or vertically organized, I'll be able to get the same answer. I would want to pause for a minute and ask you guys, the students that I've been having here since we began, are you getting value for your money as we progress? Are you now seeing that, hey, at the end of the day, there is value. There is a value. You know, there are courses you do where you don't even get any value. There is a value. Are you able to see some value? Or rather, value, you know, is the meaning as well. Are you able to see value as we progress? As we progress. I check the charts, yes. Oh, I've not used the horizontal value. I've repeated that. Oh, horizontal. No worries. No worries. No worries. No worries. I think I also talk too much. But do you think if you use horizontal yourself, do you think now you'll be able to ace it? If you use horizontal yourself, do you think you'll be able to ace it? If you use horizontal yourself, do you think you'll be able to ace it? If you use horizontal yourself, do you think that you'll be able to ace it? You know, at times you can learn also through even, but other experiences. Let's try. So do I repeat using horizontal, or do I give you the thing now you try? You fight it out. Do I give you the sheet, you fight it out? Lorraine, I'm so sorry you don't have this X lookup because you don't have the newest Excel. Excel. You know, you need to have Excel 2021, or in this case here, the Microsoft Office 365. Microsoft Office 365. And those ninjas, I can't mention this because I'm live. Those ninjas know how you'll be able to get it there. They'll advise in the group. Those ninjas will advise how you get it. You can't. There is something. You can't. There is something. Those ninjas will advise you. I know. They'll talk to you in the group. All right. Then, ladies and gentlemen, allow Mwalimu to use this horizontal thing once. And actually, this is very good because you've also been able to learn. You've also been able to learn that even for vertical, you can still lock and get the same answers. That's what I'm learning. There is no useless experience in this life. All experiences are good experiences. So now we have here bonus H like that. All right, so it is equals, but I'm still using X lookup. So in this case, the lookup value is Joshua Aura, but Joshua Aura column A, I need to come here, ladies and gentlemen, and do what here? Lock A. Of course, I've explained this severally, comma. Then we have the lookup array. So lookup array, I'm going to the master role. So master role, Joshua Aura is under employee names. So I need to come here and highlight everything. Here. Once I highlight everything, because I'm getting this from, no. This is the mistake I'm doing here. Escape. So equals, so we have here X lookup, lookup values Joshua Aura. Then we come here and put this dollar. We put this dollar like that. After we put that dollar like that, comma, I'm quite fast because I would really want to move to the gift sections. Giving gifts that is really making me roll my wheel much faster. So employee name is here. So then I'll be able to come there and highlight. How do I highlight everything here? It's Control Shift right arrow. All right. Then I say function F4, because all arrays in this case here must be F4, comma. Then I want the return array, the bonuses array. So I'll be able to move back a little bit using this arrow. All right, I go to this thing. I need to move it a bit times. Sorry. Okay. All right, I just need to move it a little bit like that. So in this case here, come here and give us the whole thing here. You highlight it like that, and then show you do function F4, and then now you say comma, you put that 0. You put that 0 if not found, you close normally. You close normally, shift close normally, like that. Then you enter. So once you enter, you're able to get this 0.24. Once you're able to get this, you don't want this percentage. So come here, ladies and gentlemen, and say times. Come here and say times. Come here and say times. Times the salary. Times the salary, control enter. Then you should be able to come here and take it down. Kill the rabbit. Angry rabbit, just click it twice from behind, like that. And then come straight away and ensure that this is not customized. It is in the general function. And then that means that everything is all right. Everything is all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will be able to delete my columns. I can see the charts here. I can see the charts here. I can see the charts here. These ladies, Lorraine, were asking questions here about this XLOOKUP. You'll need to join my advanced Excel paid group. You only give us Kenya shillings 3,000 only, and then you join that group. And that group of advanced Excel is going to be like a permanent group. I would want to stay with that group for a very long time. So I'll be having, in this case here, new students coming in every day. We shall be engaging in a lot of discussions like that. The old students here will be required to attend the sessions all the time to hear repetitions. Very, very important. And even it is a group that I would want, when you do Excel, again, you need to be a good public speaker. That's why I was teaching you guys, and I'll be able to teach you again here today, something to do with what we called the spark lines. You need to have pictorial presentations of your data. And then now speak through those numbers using graphs to an audience. So we said in this case here, then we'll have to introduce a public speaking class where guys will be coming here, embarrassing ourselves. But at the end of the day, we shall become great public speakers. Where we are going towards, if you're not going to be a good public speaker, you will be a back office employee who will be paid very, very poorly. But if you will be a good public speaker, and then of course you know how to tell stories from numbers. Why we are doing data analytics is to be able to tell stories from numbers now here. So you're able to give very moving stories from numbers like that, because now you have pictures. You have, in this case here, PowerPoint slides. You have your numbers. Then you have good dashboards here. And then now your English is good. Then automatically you will either employ yourself, high level kind of business giving you good incomes, or if you're employed, then you'll get, in this case, very crazy salaries. I don't want to have a situation where, and I gave you this example in the morning, I'm not the blind, but I'm the blind Bloom's sister. I'm not the blind. Well, that is not an accountant. We have to fight that R and L until we become good public speakers. Fish instead of fish. No, not in this century. Not in this century. We have to fight those things. Those will not be my RCM students. So that Excel group, the paid group, we are going to maintain it for long. We're going to maintain it for long. All right. All right. We shall overcome. 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 Hey, I happen to be having a class at 6, that's advanced MA, and I've not had any rest totally. I think what I will do, because we have another class with you guys at 10, I give you the schedule, and then when we meet at 10 p.m., we have a class today at 10. I told you guys you need to keep on attending these classes. The more the classes you attend, the better, the more proficient you become. The more proficient you become. So I'll give you this sheet. Please sleep and ensure that, of course, you are able to get, for you to be able to see these things, you must take a break. It doesn't have to be like sleeping, but you must walk a bit. When you come back, take like an hour to understand this thing very well. And then, of course, the video for this is on Facebook. If you go to Joshua Aura ACCA Mentor, You'll be able to get this video, rewind. I mean, go back to whatever concept you're not able to understand. When you become very good, then at 10 p.m., if you'll be the first to share your screen, you'll be able to get 1,000 Kenya shillings. Okay, Benjamin, you are a great ninja, but I think I've already deleted. If I'm not wrong, I've not deleted. I haven't deleted. So let me say Control S here. I've not deleted, you're right. There's a ninja telling me that TikTok will kill me. How do you tell the cheap ninja like that? You are not a good person. You're not a good person. What we call it final. Great. 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 Final. Like that. All right. So then I need to close it and then I share it. I'm really having lots of fun teaching colleagues. And I would want to leave, of course, now that we are almost retiring from the industry. Of course, I have less than 20 years to retire. AMA topics covered. Of course, we are starting today. We are starting today. We are starting today. We are starting today. All right. I can see your question there. 8. Okay, sawa. So we have here X lookup for practice. Final ninja. All right. So confirm that you're able to see it so that I can now lock and end the meeting. So please download it very fast. Once you download, even if it's one person downloads it, please put your thumbs up like this. Put your thumbs up like this. Put your thumbs up like this. So even the guys will come in at 8 p.m. Mwalimu, do you teach? Let me see where we are. Yes, Leonida Matunda, I teach advanced management accounting. This semester we expect to get so many students. You know, last semester it was the first time those guys were being forced to do AMA, but now it's compulsory for all of them. Now this time around, we have to teach it very well. All right. Joining. Thank you so much. So all the best. Be blessed. Lookup things. So even at home, your own children, let them know that you have learned a very important topic called lookup. Tomorrow when you go to your workplace, let your boss know that there is something that is called lookup. Chances are he does not know. So when he starts knowing that you are good, then you're going to get a promotion. You're going to get a promotion. You're going to get a promotion. And I hope you guys are getting value. You never answered that question. Are you getting value from these sessions? Are you getting value? Are you seeing yourself getting value from these sessions? I don't want to waste your time. All right, at least I can see yeses there. Thank you so much. It will even become better once we start the public speaking classes. I'm not the bright. I've been missing. Don't miss, Leonida. Create time. We shall overcome.